All right, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. What's good? Let me say what's up to everybody this fine morning, man. Man, we got a real good fight on March 25th. Man, that's a long way off. Show look and also got a good fight next weekend. The weekend after next, is it? Yeah, it's the weekend after next. I do believe will be the 11th. Kamal Oz, what's going on, man? What's happening with you, man? Uh DJ OC, what's going on, man? My guy, man. Shout out. I don't know if I can put this in here. Let me see. Oh yeah, got it on lock. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my guy, DJ OC, in the building over at the Parlor of East Wheaton. Uh my man, Platinum Alkaline Water, what's going on? Barbara D, sister, how are you? Raymond Garcia in the building. What's going on? Batty Rich, yes, sir. Top of the AM to you. HMC3, what's happening? Uh, DH in the building. Christopher Brown, what's going on? Cadillac 634 in the dough. Yolanda B, what's good? What's good? What's good? Mike Rhyme, Thomas Hill, Keith Pierre in the building. Thomas Hill. Yeah, Michael Carbajal was a beast. I like Michael Carbajal. Nicole Matthews, what's happening? Be easy. Keys to the Game Boxing. Good morning. Thomas Hill, as usual. I think I said what's up to you, but I'll say it again. Say good morning, Fanon, kings and queens in the chat. Many blessings and high favor to you for all this lovely Friday morning. Absolutely. Lamar in the building. What's going on, man? Mr. McLovin in the building. Honestly, Canelo needs to drop that belt, and the winner should face Andre for the vacant belt. He might as well, because he's not going to fight the winner. What's up? I'm going to go all the way down to the end, man. Say what's up to all y'all. Princess Black in the building. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well, Princess Black. Haven't seen you before, so let me put a little picture. Let me see you. Nice to meet you, sister. Good to see you. Just want to check out. Make sure I saw your picture so I recognize it. What's going on, Rise Podcast, man? They out there talking about you. They out there talking about you. Second to none promotions. What's going on, man? Man. So look, man. All right, man. Man, what a disappointment, man. What a disappointment. I am so disappointed. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet yesterday or saw my community post or saw my video yesterday. Oh, they said that Calvin Ford admitted that HBO, the Showtime was going out of business. They said that Calvin Ford on your show yesterday said that Showtime was going out of business. He said it without saying it. That's what they said. What's going on? What's going on, senior? What's going on? Smoothie King right back at you. What's happening with you? Said Keys to the Game Boxing Channel. Said King of the Blue. What up with you in the entire chat? Oh man, I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I can't complain. Beautiful morning. Get to talk boxing with you guys. You know what I mean? You laugh. Hey man, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, man. Telling you. Said you guys all but admitted it. You said it without saying it. That's why I'm so disappointed, man. Like, I'm so disappointed. I have to be honest with you. I mean, last night, first of all, man, it ain't no joke, man. I really do like boxing a lot. And I do get very much into all of this stuff. I get into the political side of it. I get into the fighting side of it. I get into all of that, man. I got to tell you, man, it is just such a shame, man, that people in boxing root so heavy, so hard for the PBC to go out of business and for Showtime to go out of business, despite the fact that these guys, he said he didn't say that. I mean, I know he didn't say it because, like, I know he didn't say it. You don't have to tell me. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, man. Like, come on, man. Like, first of all, hey, what's going on? I Swole Bro said, my bad, bro. Didn't realize you were live. Yes, sir. We out here early. Coach Squeeze. That's hey. Yes, sir. Much love in that super chat to the Keys to the Game. He said, King of the Blue. What up to you and the entire chat? Hey man, you rhyming, man. You got them bars. Man, I swole bro with that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. Said, my bad, bro. Didn't realize you were live. Yes, sir, man. Live 8 o'clock in the morning, pretty much every day. Even this weekend, I think I'm going to be going on at 8 o'clock in the morning. This weekend, I'm going to try to get back to being more disciplined and do it at the right times on the weekend. Rashad Jones said, that's why we F with you for 100%. I appreciate that, man. But it's just so sad to me, man. Like, because I've been in situations where companies were bought, there's there's issues, financial issues. There's a lot of stress around about what's going to go on, man. And just to have people that really do put out the best quality in the game. And I really believe that about HBO, about Showtime. Showtime is consistently put up the best quality fights and the best quality fights, and have some of the best fighters consistently in the sport, man. Can you elaborate on the title? Oh, yeah. I'm saying that is he going to get ghosted? Is Gervonta Davis? Let me do that in a minute, man. Is Gervonta going to get that Errol Spence treatment? You're going to bait him out and talk about the fight and talk about the fight and talk about the fight, and then at the end of the day, you're going to pull the wool from underneath him. That's the Errol Spence Jr. treatment. But we'll get to that. We'll get into that in a little bit, man. Let me get a little time to warm up. Let the people get in the building. You know what I mean? Case, I'm just trying to think. I'm hoping Ryan ain't Ryan, not necessarily Ryan, because no joke, dude. I like Ryan Garcia. I like Ryan Garcia. Now you're gonna give me that $500, when he get beat. However, and I do think it's a better fight than some people say. I'm not lunching on Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia is a good fighter. And I like him as a person. There's nothing they've seen in him that would tell me he's an unlikable. He seems like a good kid, man. Seems like a good kid. And I wish him the best. Kamal Oz says, hey, man, you be sending me them articles, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Kamal. I got to catch up on all the stuff you send me. He said, video on the stupidity of Eddie Hearns and now Mauricio Suleiman with an assist to Canelo blocking undisputed between Beterbiev and Bivol. I have one coming up today that I think you'll like, Kamal Oz. But I blame it in large part on the fighters. But absolutely, man, I'll do that, Kamal. I'll get that done, man. But let me address it here, man. I think I did the entire video yesterday on that, which is that undisputed is a con job, man. The only time it matters is if it works for the promoter. That's the only time that it matters, and that's the only time that it's made. When a promoter can keep all the belts. So if they can keep all the belts with one fighter, that's fine. That's fine with them. They like that. However, if they can't, they will actively prevent fighters from becoming that. They'll actively discourage it. Like the most clear example of that is Shakur Stevenson at 130 pounds, where Bob Arum was just straight up like, look, ain't nobody paying for these fights. Like, yeah, I mean, undisputed, yeah, but nobody's buying these fights. Nobody's paying for these fights. Nobody's going to want to watch these fights. Nobody knows who Hector Garcia is and who was the other guys that were 130-pound champs. Like, Navrati is about to – who's Navrati fighting? Navrati's fighting somebody tonight for one of those belts. Right. So, if he can get it, if they can have it and they'll do it, okay, great, we'll sell it. But other than that, man, these guys don't care about that stuff. Canelo only cared about it when it was convenient. He only cared about it when it was convenient. And I don't, for the life of me, believe that he's actually going to fight David Benavidez and the winner of David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. To me, that might as well be a championship fight. If David Benavidez wins that fight, I have no faith whatsoever in Canelo Alvarez fighting David Benavidez at all. Now, as far as Eddie Hearn and Mauricio Suleiman blocking Beterbiev and Bivol, I don't think, like I said, man, it's a nice to have. You know what I mean? It's a nice to have. It's just a nice to have. That's my issue with fans don't understand how truly political those belts are at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's not real. It's like, you literally have to have everything come together and it really be in the interest of those other promoters for those fights, for those undisputed fights to be made. Look what, and again, I said that yesterday. I said that yes, but Barbara D said, like, seriously, what happened, Barbara D? Did I do something silly? Let me know if I did, because I'm capable of it. But let me get that going for you, Barbara D. Hold on. Oh, I know where it is. I organized myself yesterday. Much love in that super chat to Lonzo Turner and Barbara D and everybody else that supported so far. And ahead of time for my guy, I'm here for the boxing. What's going on? I'm here for the boxing. I see you, brother. So Al Heyman and Floyd should just take their fighters and merge with BLK Prime or start their own network. No, dude, I'm going to tell you, man, about that BLK Prime stuff, man. No, they should not. No, first of all, I don't know what's going to happen with Showtime. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll find out what's happening with Showtime. I have a suspicion that they're going to be fine at least through this year. And then we'll see, what goes on after that. But, either any way it goes, man, HBO went away and it didn't change anything. Actually, I think it got, you'll find somebody will be the center point of all of those fights. The big name fighters are really good fighters. Yeah, they charged me twice. Rashad Jones. Yes, absolutely they did. Absolutely they charged me twice. So I don't want to hear none of y'all telling me oh man, that man, you just hating, man. Nah, bro, I got charged twice. Okay. When I did the video originally yesterday, I just knew that somebody else said that they got charged. And then I went and checked mine. I wouldn't have checked mine. I usually don't do line item checks of my bank account during the week because I assume I know what everything is getting charged is. So I went there and looked, and I was like, wow, I got hit with a $39.99 charge from BLK Prime. Absolutely, they double charge. Absolutely, they charged me twice. Or what, I don't know what their explanation is going to be. Like, we charge you for the Adrian Bronner fight ahead of time. Like, you can't charge me for a fight before the fight takes place. You know what I mean? Like, so nah, bro, not there. I mean, honestly, man, for real. I mean, God dog, man. I bought the fight, man. I supported him. I'm not somebody, I didn't boycott it and all this other craziness people are talking about. I didn't boycott BLK Prime. You know what I mean? Dontre Thomas in the building said, I heard Bronner already has 5K pay-per-view buys. Man, look, dude, how would a glitch? Why? First of all, let's go in Marvelous Irv and let's assume it's a glitch. I'm not putting my money in anybody's system that's going to glitch me. Glitch, non-glitch, I don't care. I got charged. I can't read by default. Hey, look, no, dude. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You're charging me. I know you're just asking. I heard Bronner already has 5K pay-per-views. Yeah, I mean, look, bro. And for people that filed, but look, I just filed a FAR charge, which means I'm not going to be able to buy with them anyway. Because I was just like, no, I contested the charge. I said I didn't approve the charge because I didn't approve that charge. And I'm telling you, say they wind up keeping my money. If they wind up keeping my money, then it's going to be like, oh, okay, you can absolutely forget it. I'm not buying any. I cannot support them because I don't know what they're going to do with my card. I don't know what they're going to do with my card. And then if I really have to feel like, yeah, hey, Navrati, Liam Wilson is, oh yeah, he's fighting a Liam. He's fighting a Liam. Man, Liam about to get mopped. Hey, them Liams don't do well with them Liams be having a hard time with the Mexicans. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They need to reimburse you. Yeah, they need it. Well, I sent a note. I didn't hear back from them. I sent a note. I guess I should check to see if I got a note back from them. Let me see. I didn't get one as of yesterday. Nope, they did not respond. Nope, no response. Sent him a note yesterday. Still have not heard back from him about my charge. Bug going to get them 120K, the 120K pay-per-views one way or another. Yeah, man, something like that, man. But anyway, man, you know, I don't want to, like, seriously, man, y'all joking about it? Dog, I was upset because, like, dude, you don't want to see that, man. You know what I mean? Top rank cards, your thoughts. Navrati, I honestly, man, like I said, Navrati, those top, I'm going to tell you already what that top rank card is. It's going to be, hold on one second. Let's look at it. I don't know what's on that card right now, but I'm going to look at it. I'm not a big fan of Navrati. I ain't going to lie, bro. Like, not the biggest fan. I'm not overly excited to see him fight. I like Barboza. They're about to try to feed they're feeding Jose Pedraza to Barboza. You got Xavier Martinez, Richard Torres. I'm not excited about Richard Torres. Oh man, they got Nico Ali Walsh on television again. Yeah, they got Nico Ali Walsh, prospect of the year. The prospect, they got Nico Ali Walsh on there and Richard Torres. I'm interested in the Barboza. I'm interested in the Barboza Jose Pedraza fight. I'm not that Liam Wilson about to get beat up something bad. Like, I don't understand why. How is Liam Wilson, who's 11-0, who's 11-1, excuse me. Navrati is fighting 11-1, who ain't never been out. What's he, Australian? He's fought, yeah, so he's Australian. He's still a Liam, so you know that Liam. Oh, this dude gonna get mopped, bro. This dude about to get this guy's about to get mopped. It's a mismatch. On paper, this is a mismatch. On paper, it's a mismatch. It's on paper, this is a mismatch. He was fighting a guy that was 8-1 3 fights ago. He got knocked out three fights ago. And then he got knocked out by somebody. He came back and beat the guy that knocked him out. And then he had a unanimous decision over Carlos Adrian. Who was this? Where is this from? Hey, it's kind of funny Argentine fighter though, who got knocked out by Oscar Valdez back in 2016. So yeah, that to me doesn't sound very promising. But I'll check it out. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm here for the boxing in the building. What's going on, bro? He said, I caught your live this morning. Yes, sir. I usually hit up the super chats when recapping your live, but I'm here for the boxing conversations. Salute to you in the chat. Thank you, brother. Much love. Thank you so much. I'm here for the boxing. Thank you so much. I'm here for the boxing. Gotta love that channel name, man. Nico Ali Walsh is really good for boxing. He is not bad for boxing. I didn't say he's bad for the boxing, but I mean, look, man, what am I watching Nico Ali Walsh fight for? You know what I'm saying? Like, now here's one thing I'll tell you about that. Okay. Just say, for example, that DAZN goes out of business and Showtime goes out of business. Say both of these guys go out of business. Liam's a late replacement for a vacant title. Yeah, he's about to get mopped up. That makes sense that he's a late replacement because he's about to get mopped up. Okay, if that's the case, and that means I get to watch fights on ESPN and I don't have to watch Nico Ali Walsh and I don't have to watch a lot of very, very beginning prospects, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right? I'll take it. Guys like Navrati should be the opening card. Guys like Navrati should be the first guy I'm walking up and watching. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I like Nico Ali Walsh too. He seems like a good dude. But man, for real, there are other really good fighters, man, that are like, I don't see this much. I mean, he's nowhere near the championship level. Big Dog Willie in the building out here trolling. Bomac is a better trainer than Emmanuel Stewart. Facts. Oh, yeah, facts. Facts on that. At the current moment, yes, sir. At the current moment, yes, sir, he is. You know what I mean? Juan Collado, he's not being serious. Big Dog Willie, Khan is the GOAT. See how I said Khan is the GOAT? He's saying that Amir Khan is the greatest ever. Okay. So no. So look, man, Nico Ali Walsh. I like Nico Ali Walsh, but dog, that's a lot of television time for him. That's a lot of television time for him. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? He gets more television. He gets obviously because he's younger in his career and he's fighting more often. But dude, he gets more actual television time right now than Jared Anderson. Okay, he gets more television time than Jared Anderson. I see him fight more often than I see like I'm okay with that. That's all I'm saying. You said Nico Wally Walsh getting now. Nico, see, hey, now look, man, he can crack though. He looks like, and he looks like he's a tough guy, man. You know what I mean? He looks like he's a tough guy. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Pragmatic? I didn't see your comment in there. I see somebody saying, what's up to Mr. Pragmatic? I'd rather see Brian Norman Jr. than him. Yeah, guys that are a little bit more further in their career. But at the same time, I don't wish Nico Ali Walsh anything but the best. I don't wish him anything but the best. Clearly the dude got heart. He seems like he's a very nice kid. Seems like, like he's raised nice. Dapper Douglas said, Fanon, your thoughts on the press conference from yesterday. Look, man, David Benavidez looks like he's ready to fight tomorrow. He looks like he's ready to fight tomorrow. Like, you know how irritated and antsy and agitated people are right before they're about to fight? That was going on, Brock Howard. That's what Caleb Plant. That's what David Benavidez looked like to me. He looked like he's just like, man, like he really wants to get this dude. And I'm gonna say again, man, I'm not Fanon. Rumors say Brian Norman knocked out Crawford again in sparring. Hey, man, it's a lot of sparring talk going on, man. I'll talk about that, man. You saw a lot of nervous energy. Hey, man, no, seriously, dude, that dude, I would say would be nervous energy if it wasn't David Benavidez. David Benavidez, to me, just seems like stuck on thug. You know what I mean? He seems stuck on violence. No joke. I believe him when he says that. I mean, that's how Jose Benavidez rolls too. That's how they roll. Plant seemed a little scared to me. I just think Plant was like, look, I don't think Plant's gonna beat him. I'm not gonna say he looks scared or any of that. But David Benavidez is a very, very big dude, man. He's a very big dude. He looks like he's dang near on weight right now. David Benavidez ain't no joke, man. David Benavidez ain't no joke, man. You got Plant by stoppage? Oh, no. Like, I honestly, man, I don't really see, like, look, first of all, I'm a David Benavidez fan. David Benavidez is a monster, man. David Benavidez is a monster. David Benavidez is like he's very, very aggressive. He hits hard. He's got ridiculously fast hands. He can be hit. But so far, yeah. I mean, that's what's up, man. That's a fight where it's just right, bro. That fight is right. Like, I'm amped for that fight, man. I'm amped for that fight on March 25th. Amped for that fight. Can't wait for that fight. Wish we could get more fights like that. Do they fight tomorrow? No, they fight on March 25th. Like I'm saying, they look like I'm telling you, it's a month. It's 7 weeks away from the fight, and the dude looked like he was already. It's already looked like the man's ready to go, man. I think Boo will beat David Benavidez. I mean, he may, man. I mean, if that's a good fight, I certainly hope these guys get in the mix, and hope these guys, get these fights going on, man. I do, because right now, man, like I don't know, man. I'm not. Maybe I'm not a good boxing fan. when I say, look, dude, there's nothing that interests me about Navrati versus Liam what is his name? Liam Wilson. Like, I'm all right on that, bro. And even I don't know who the replacement fighter was. I was probably all right on that fight too. Hey, Big Dog Willie in the building said, actually, Eddie Reynoso is light years better than Eddie Futch, Customato, Emmanuel Stewart, combined, pure amazing facts, just trolling, showing love. Hey, thank you, Big Dog Willie. I need somebody to get my mood up, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's just so sad to see this. Like, for real, it's sad, man. Like, it's sad. It's so sad. Like, I'm sitting there like, man, these guys trash Showtime so bad. They trash Showtime so bad. And it was so you said, why would it, honestly? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like, that's what you want Showtime to go out of business so we can see that. So we can get more Liam Walsh, Emmanuel Navrati's fights. You know, like, dude, don't you remember HBO? Yeah, it's the top ranked card. Tonight is the top ranked card. Don't you remember HBO and how ridiculously obnoxious? Y'all don't remember HBO. That's the problem. Like some of y'all, or DAZN, like DAZN puts up, man, DAZN is just funneling us a bunch of UK domestic fights, man. It's like, I don't want to see a bunch of UK domestic fights. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with that. I'm straight with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all right. I don't need to see that. You guys, I don't want to see it. Like it was a little bit of a gimmick before. Like, it was cool when Anthony Joshua was fighting like Vladimir Klitschko, and you know, you get a UK fighter every once in a while that's like that. But God dog, there's no reason in the world I should know who Nathan Gorman is. I should not know who he is. Like no joke, man. I should not be watching. I should not have had to pay to watch Daniel Dubois, Nathan Gorman. Okay? I'm sorry, man. Dog, why am I hating on it? Because I am hating on it. Okay? I'm hating on the fact that I got to see it. All right? Like, he says supposedly Showtime's going out bit before the Benavidez. See, obviously that's not the case. That they're going to go out of business before, and more than likely the content is going to go somewhere else. They're more than likely not. I mean, they're going to be canceling shows. I'm sure they will. Whatever. I don't know, man. Look, we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not going to sit up there and say nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to say something is going to happen. All I'm saying is, man, will y'all stop hating on these guys so god doggone much? This is a great fight that we're about to get, man. And I still sitting there on Twitter listening to people talk about hating. Who do they hate on? Man, it says something about David Benavidez reading, like literally, bro. This how naggy and complaining these people are, man, that don't like the PBC. You got David Benavidez reading his statements off his notes in his iPad, off of his phone. Oh man, come on, get it together. Oh my God, you're reading your notes. You have no confidence. You're reading your notes off of a phone. Oh man, you got to be kidding me, bro. One article I stated the shows that would be canceled, none of it had to do with sports. No, none of it did have anything to do with sports. They had already got rid of some. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. But they're not shows, they're sports. It's a different tier. But at the same time, we'll see. Fanon, speaking of Joshua, what's your take on him saying he wants Wilder and Fury both this year? Is he being truthful or still all cap? I don't know, man. He's been hitting the head very hard often. So I'm not quite sure whether he means it or not. But I hope he means it. I hope he means it. I really do. Like, Anthony Joshua made UK fighting exciting. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of his because of his promoter. But, you know, he's somebody I did want to see fight. When Anthony Joshua was fighting, I was like, okay, cool. Anthony Joshua's fight on. Let me check it out. You know what I mean? But I believe Eddie Hearn? No, I don't. But I'll tell you this, though. If everybody was underneath Eddie Hearn, I do think fights would get made. I do believe that. If if Eddie Hearn, I believe that Eddie Hearn, and I'm not a fan of Eddie Hearn, but I will just the way that he operates, I believe that if Eddie Hearn, if everybody in boxing was promoted by Eddie Hearn, we would be seeing a lot of fights. I do believe that. I do believe he would do that. I don't think that he would play the games like, I don't think he would play the games that like, that, I don't think he would play the games that like HBO played. I don't think, because he really doesn't have a problem promoting black fighters. I can't speak about what's going on behind the scenes and what he thinks of people and all of that, but you can see that he's definitely goes to bat. He goes to bat for his fighters, and he does have his fighters fighting each other. So, you know, in that regard, you know, I think he probably would do a Dana White. And if he had control everything, hey man, let them all fight. And, you know, if everything was under one roof, these people would definitely have to fight. Boo Boo, I think Boo Boo was more a problem with Matt with Boo Boo's a bad example. He didn't make that fight. Definitely true about that, Kay Causey. You're right about that. You're right about that. He didn't. But he really doesn't have any power over Demetrius Andrade. But yeah, I mean, you're right about Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade didn't get that fight, but I think those are the fighters that didn't want to fight him. I don't think Canelo wanted to fight him. He's not going to make Canelo fight him. Canelo didn't want to fight him. Man, now you just want payday. You just want payday. Then you can't make Gennady Golovkin fight him. You know, because Gennady Golovkin didn't want to fight him. That guy didn't want to fight him. I'm not going to say every fight is going to get made. But I'm just saying, look, man, he didn't make Saunders Callum Smith. Thank God. He don't treat black American fighters and say, now that's true. Even though I got to say I do think he treated Devin Haney pretty well. He did treat, I don't want to say, I'm not saying that he who shall not be named today. He who shall not be named today. I think he treated him really well. But look, anyway, I don't really want to do like, I'm just saying, man, I want to see really good fights, man. Hey, Fanon, remember your brutal fighters list. That's my man. I'm here for boxing. Well, David is on that list, not planned. It's going to be brutal. Absolutely. Dude, don't get me wrong, man. I'm a David Benavidez fan. I rocks with David Benavidez. Even though David Benavidez is kind of like Jermell Charlo, you know, kind of like Jermell, his personality is something where it's kind of like hard to, you know, it ain't that easy to like him because he just be wild talking. He just be talking. You know what I mean? He talks harsh, bro. He talks harsh. But it is what it is, man. You know, those guys out there, they talk their thing, man. Y'all forget how he did Farmer. Man, he gave Farmer like 50 million fights in a year. Man, he did Tevin Farmer well. Tevin Farmer had like a fight a week. You remember that? Like he fought like 6 times in a year. I mean, he got his money. He definitely got his money. Tevin Farmer came out like a bandit. If Tevin Farmer was with Top Rank, that would have never happened for him. He would have never got that many. Never would have got that much stuff. Erica B said, I do struggle to like Benavidez. Yeah, because he'd be running off. Yeah, he had the weirdest exit, though. He did. Tevin Farmer definitely had a weird, like he was gone when it was over, he was gone. You know what I mean? When it was over, he was gone. Yeah, and paid him scratch. No, I think he paid good money. I think he did. At least that was what I believed at the time, Xena 360. I think they were paying him good money at the time. But anyway, man, let me get back on this other stuff. Let me redirect. Let me get this back to Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? Let me get this back to Gervonta Davis. Fanon, whenever you project your voice loudly on the mic like that, you know the only phrase will do Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney. Hey, look, man. Bro, I'm so sick of Devin Haney talk. I'm so sick of Devin Haney talk because now I'm seriously got people running around my chat talking about that Lomachenko's ducking Devin Haney. Where is this coming from? Like, where does this stuff just comes from just like Planet Next? You know what I'm saying? Like it just comes from like, where did that come from? Like, why don't you talk about how Lomachenko's ducking Devin? Why would I believe that Lomachenko's ducking Devin. I have literally not heard that man. I've not heard that man anywhere near a mic in months. You know what I mean? That he's as quiet. He's dang near as quiet as Errol Spence is right now. Who don't say, oh man, Errol Spence Jr. be going, mom. Hey, Fanon, Tank versus Bud, who you got? I'd have to take Bud, man. I'd have to take Bud in that fight. Size differential. I'd have to take Bud in that fight. At 147, I'd go with Bud. As long as he don't get hit. If he gets hit, I'm gonna go with Tank. But he got to get hit. So I don't know, man. That's kind of even hard for me to envision because of the difference in the size and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? /T. Hey, thank you, TBE. Is TBE in the building, man. Thank you for that support, bro. It's hard to say, man. It's really, really hard to say, I'm just hoping Tank doesn't get ghosted by Oscar De La Hoya. And that he got a game plan for his next fight. And not sitting around like not thinking that Oscar De La Hoya will do a Terrence Crawford on you in a heartbeat. Say he accepted all the terms and then run off at the last minute and do something else. Because, dude, that dude is definitely Captain Crunch over there. With all of that, with that tweet he put out the other day saying, man, why is Jamal Charlo hasn't fought in all this time? We need for Jamal Charlo, the WBC, why are you protecting Jamal Charlo? Dude, they sent Jaime Munguia an offer to fight. No, that's not true. They never did. Like, man, look, Oscar. Don't nobody believe that nonsense, man. Okay, when you speak, let me tell you how this works, Oscar. When you speak, it is recorded. When you say something out of your mouth in front of Fight Hype or Fight Hub or you put it on Twitter, it's out there, okay? And people hear it and people know what you said. So let's not act like people do not know that Steven Espinoza and the PBC offered Jaime Munguia a fight with Jamal Charlo, and you turned it down. And then a month later, you turned around and act like you were the one offering the fight. Please spare us. Okay? Spare us. Or spare me, okay? Because I don't like all this us stuff when y'all put it in there, so I'll be consistent. Spare me. Because I'm only one person. I'm not we. Bud's jaw made a silly putty. Hey, if he gets cracked by a Tank, he can get knocked out. And he's going to get hit. I will tell you that. He's going to get hit. And Tank is not that easy to find with a shot either. Like, you all keep under it, man. I think, man, I'm telling you, man, I may start doing these lists and be like, look, man, the most underrated list. Because you guys underestimate Gervonta Davis's defense so badly. You know what I mean? Like you think because this man is coming behind a high guard and literally, dude, is coming behind a high guard and you're hitting that man on his gloves that he's easy to hit. You're hitting him on the gloves. And he is purposely moving forward while you hit him on the gloves to get closer to you. And then, do you ever see somebody try to run a combination off on him? Gervonta Davis is one of the hardest people in boxing to land a combination on. Very difficult to land a combination on. Because that cat he knows the combinations you're running. Like, and his eyes are really, really on it like that. Like, he sees the combinations. And you gotta worry about the fact that you're gonna get knocked out, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to worry about what's coming at you. You know what I mean? So to me, I think Gervonta Davis is like super, super, super underrated, man. He said it doesn't shatter or break. What is that? Okay, that's not me. Fact. So to me, I think Gervonta Davis is one of the most underrated fighters in boxing. So I would say, just if you ask me, yeah, from my mind's eye, I say Terrence Crawford. I will say this though. You better not get hit and you better not think and you better not take it for granted. Because little dude will crack your dome. Little man will crack your dome. Okay? Little man will definitely, they said the catch and slip game, nice. Oh man, dude, he's nice, man. Like Gervonta is nice with it. Real nice with it, man. And he can do it in different ways. That's the thing. It's like the dude can, it's like he's got all of the different facets of it. You know what I mean? And knockouts are not necessary, but God dog, they're helpful. You know what I mean? Knockouts are not just ornamentation. Being able to knock somebody out has an effect on people. Okay? It's called being unconscious. So you can't win no rounds when you're unconscious. Hold on one second. I ain't going nowhere, but hold on. Just had to check something real quick. All right, I'm right back at you. Smoothie King, right back at you. For now, Tank be playing mind games with his opponents. He even eats shots to set up other ones as well. Dude, I don't see him eating shots. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't see him eating shots. I think he'll get hit. He'll put himself in harm's way. Absolutely. And he will get hit. If somebody can hurt him. If somebody can't hurt him. But if somebody's a big puncher, dude, that dude's going to be real careful with it. And with Ryan, I'm telling you, man, Ryan better hope he hit him Ryan better hope he hits him before hits. Ryan better hope that he hits Tank before Tank hits him. I just hope that he doesn't get ghosted. And I maintain that. I just hope he doesn't get I just hope he doesn't get ghosted. Yeah, Jonathan, you can't win no rounds when you're unconscious. You know what I mean? You can't win any rounds like that. And so knockouts matter a lot because it keeps you from having to win rounds. Means a lot. Hey, the real six team six production said, since y'all say silly putty is hard, then Bud Jaw has the consistency of a dirty diaper. Oh man, hey, y'all, yeah, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, facts. That's Wilder. So yeah, man, I just hope they don't ghost him, man. That's my thing. Please don't ghost him, man. Please don't ghost him, because he don't deserve all that now. Like, we're gonna get set up for this, and you had them dudes sitting up there be like, Ryan, well, we really, because DAZN does not have the rights to that fight, man. They have the right to sell it on pay-per-view. So I don't really know exactly what they feel like they're gonna get out of that. Jose, I'm gonna stop. Hey man, you ain't gotta stop, brother. You can support all day. You can support all day with that. I appreciate you. Like I said, I need a joke. I need laughs, man, because I think boxing fans are ridiculous. For real ridiculous. For real ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. And I'm still upset that they took my money. Like, I was like, no joke. I am not happy that they charged me. I am not happy they charged me $39.99. I mean, God dog, dude, BOK Prime, I didn't like that fight, but I was like, hey, man, they had a good production. I was looking forward to buying the Adrian Bronner fight. Now I can't buy the Adrian Bronner fight. Now I'm mad. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Did you get the bread back? I got to check to see if my bank did. Hold on one second. Not yet. Still sitting right. Still, oh no, I got it back. I got a provisional return. I got it back provisionally. So yeah, they put it back in there. It's in there provisionally. Ugh. 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 Anyway, Bronner in Witsack, I fight more than he does. Hey, look, Broner, I like Broner, but I'm not gonna buy that fight like that, man. It's just not gonna happen. Like I can't give my money, bro. And now I feel like I don't have the ability to buy the fight. And I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of Adrian Bronner. I look forward to when Adrian Bronner fights. So it's to me, it's upsetting. I'm not hating on the dudes or any of that. He said BLK never took my bread. What you mean, Thomas Davis, that they never took your money? I don't care if they took your money or not. They took mine. I don't care. And people saying that and I don't know if that's what you meant, but like, hey, man, it didn't happen to me. Dude, I can prove that it happened to me. You can't prove that it didn't happen to you. For all I know, you could be somebody just out there like, hey, man, yeah, it didn't happen to me. Okay, so it didn't happen to you. So what? It happened to me. Oh, if it didn't happen to you, that means to me that it wasn't an accident, that it happened to me. Okay? You're not supporting your case by saying it didn't happen to you. That means it only happened to certain people. It wasn't just let's just, like they accidentally ran everybody's card, over again. They only ran certain people's cards over. How does that change it? The only fighter that statistically gets hit less than Tank is Shakur. Those numbers for Stevenson are pretty suspect given his last fight. They only had Robinson hitting him with a total of 9 body shots. Extra charges, what is that? I don't care if they took your bread or not, man. Don't try to. So what they didn't? So what? Are you trying to tell me they didn't take mine? Oh, you can trust them. They didn't steal from me. They just stole from him. Oh, hey, man, that guy didn't rob my store. He only robbed the store across the street. Let him in. I'm saying it ain't everybody. I don't know what you mean, bro. By it ain't everybody. It ain't everybody. So what? Bro, so what if it's not everybody? So what? Well, it ain't everybody. They didn't steal. Hey, they didn't double charge everybody. I don't even know if you bought the fight, man. You could just jump in here and saying it didn't happen to you. You're going to show me your bank account so I can see that it didn't happen to you? Are you going to show me that you bought the fight originally? For all I know, you could be somebody just in here saying, well, it didn't happen to me. What does that prove? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a pass on janking a certain number of people? No, bro, I don't like feeling like I give you my card, I trust you with my information, and then you get me. No, I didn't see your post on Twitter. I got to check it out, bro. He said one person is too much, but it happened to multiple people. Yeah, man, look, man, do not, let me put it in here. If you're a bot, don't come in here, bro, trying that. Don't come in here trying to save face with no nonsense like that. Now, I bought the fight. I could. Dude, I don't know what you did because I don't know who you are. I'm not saying you did or you didn't because I don't know. All I know is that the only thing that is certain that I know is that it happened to me. And it happened to other people. You got swindled? I don't know whether I got swindled or not. All I know is they double charged. Out of the blue yesterday. I got charged by $39.99 for BLK from BLK Prime. That's all I know. I don't know if it was accidental. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know what it was. All I know is that I did not go to BLK Prime and buy anything yesterday. So I don't know why I'm getting charged for it. Okay? Nah, no pass. I'm just mentioning it didn't happen to me. Dang. Man, please don't cry. Dog, get out of here, man. And I mean it. Well, it didn't happen to me. What do you think I'm going to take out of you saying it didn't happen to you? You said it for a purpose. You had a purpose in saying that, man. You got a purpose in saying that. There's a reason you said that. I'm going to look at why. If you say something, I'm going to wonder why you said it. Anyway, AC said, morning for 9, I'm late. But did you see the video on another channel? That timeline, the whole Spence Bud negotiations, it's about 35 minutes. Great video. No, but I did not see that, but I've seen that. No, I didn't see it. I mean, 35, I know the whole negotiation, bro. Like, I don't need to watch the video because I've seen it. Hey, said, well, you can go to their headquarters at Stellar Prep Academy. Hey, look, man, don't worry about tagging me in that, man, because I already know the timeline of all of that. I literally did a video on every bit of it the entire way, man. Hey, I'm gonna get my money. It's $39.99, bro. Unfortunately, I just looked and figured out saw how much money I'm spending on takeout food. So trust me, I looked at that like, ugh, I'm done with that, man. I'm about to go on this thing where I don't hey man, I'm very familiar with them. I'm good. Don't tag me on it, man. I'm straight. I appreciate it. I've seen it. I know what the timeline is, but hey, if it's a very good video, go support them. 100 miles an hour, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead and support them for sure. Because AM Sports Media, Angry Man Sports Media, they do good work over there. No doubt about it. I'm just saying, is there no need to tag me, because trust me, I know the entire timeline. I know the entire timeline. I may go back if I need a refresher, but trust me, I've been there painfully this entire time. With the timeline of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr.'s negotiation, and I knew every time Terrence Crawford said he wasn't going to take the fight, all the way to all that shenanigans and misleading nonsense that people threw around to cover their tracks, to cover their tracks, because they knew the fight wasn't going to happen. Very disappointing scenario all the way around, man. Very disappointing scenario all the way around. So, Thomas Hill said I was joking about that, but it must be how they made their money off that woeful pay-per-view. And Jeff, Thomas Hill, yeah, I read what you said, but I didn't say anything about it because I was like, yeah, I don't want to get mad at y'all, any of y'all. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. However, I'm telling you, it is just like Adrian Bronner, brother, need to go figure out what he's gonna do. Like, no joke, man. He got to figure out what he's gonna do. Got to figure out what you're gonna do, man, because that looks like that's real. If you do that more than one time to people, like it double charging, and honestly, man, there's other people that have been doing double charging. That ticks people off, man, when you do that. Because, dude, that's just bad business. That's just bad business. Fanon, Bud is bad D. Diopsky, look at the drama and confusion surrounding him. Yeah, and then he bounces. And then to boot, he bounced on him. Then to boot, he bounced on him. You know what I mean? To boot, he bounced on him, man. Zenith 360 says, sometimes it's best just to say nothing. Telling someone who just got robbed, it didn't happen to me, does nothing but agitate them. I mean, look, man, it agitates me for several reasons. If I had just been charged and I had not already known that, look, man, this is something where I don't feel comfortable putting my card in there, because I'm going to tell you, I didn't feel comfortable from the beginning. I told people before, I was like, man, if you have an organization that is rumored to have had, from my understanding, to have had 13 bankruptcies, and you give them your card, man. But then I thought to myself, you know what, man? In a big pay-per-view fight like this, how many times have you ever gotten messed over in a pay-per-view fight? And I was like, nah, I put my money in fight, in fight. I put my money in Showtime. I bought things from HBO. I bought things from ESPN. I bought things on, websites from different people, and I never had anybody double charge me. You got to do PayPal prepaid cards. Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm saying, man. The mic check. If I got to do PayPal prepaid cards, bro, I don't want to do no business with you. He said, yeah, you pondered it, gave him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, and I got bit. And I got bit. You know what I mean? And got bit. That's shady business, bro. That's real shady business. And don't tell me it ain't shady business. That's shady business. And if you just act like, well, why didn't it happen to me? Man, I don't know why it happened to you. You may not have bought the fight. Did you buy the fight? I know I bought the fight. For all of that, people talking about boycotting and not supporting and all that. Dude, I don't know anybody in this chat that bought this fight. But you, the guy, only guy that said it didn't happen to him, of the 41 people that we have in the chat, right, that I can see in the chat, nobody's saying they bought that fight. Take notice of that. AC for 9, I read your tweet on Showtime and ES Espinosa being down. Was that your read on the situation? Do you think that had to do with Showtime boxing effect? I mean, I hope not. He just looked a little bit down to me. You know what I mean? Chris Burke's out here lying. You bought it 3 times? Okay, so you got 2 people in here now said they purchased it. I don't know, man. He just didn't seem, he's like, I'm going to be brief. He got up there, he did his thing, and he got off stage. You know what I mean? He didn't seem, I don't know what that has to do with. And I could be reading it, and it could just be my reading, and I could be 100% wrong. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. You know what I mean? It could just be his day. You know, could have just been he had a bad day. Could have had an argument with his wife. And I could be misreading it 100%. So you say you bought that fight 3 times? For who? 3 times? Okay. You bought it 3 times. Okay. So that's you. So we got 4 buys now. We got 5 buys out of 500 people. We got 5 buys. So like I will say, I'll go with the 5,000. I'll go with the 5,000. Fanon, you see my super chat, Fanon? No, I'm sorry, man. Let me go back, man. Let me go back. Hold on. Ooh. Let me go back. What is this? Oh. I mean, if you say you bought it 3 times, you bought it 3 times. I bought pay-per-views more than once. Kamal Oz in the building said video on Oscars hypocrisy, RE, WBC, and Jamal Charlo. Man, I'll try to get it done. I don't like doing videos about stuff that I talk about in live streams. Because I mean, bro, I dug into them in a live stream. And the live streams are very big. There's a lot of people that watch the live streams. I mean, I definitely dug into him on that, man. Jamal Charlo, the Oscars hypocrisy versus WBC and Jamal Charlo. Like hypocrisy he turned the fight down. And honestly, and this may sound bad, and please forgive me if I do sound bad, but the idea that the WBC is going to be biased in favor of Jamal Charlo over Jaime Munguia, nah, man, that's not their track record. That's not their track record. That doesn't seem like, it just doesn't seem like it. No joke. That's kind of like, that's not their MO. Protecting Jamal Charlo, a guy who literally was going to be a mandatory for Canelo Alvarez, and they invented a new title so that they wouldn't order Jamal Charlo to get a fight with Canelo. I have a very hard time believing that they would not, upon request of Oscar De La Hoya, depending on when they actually issue their mandatories, I do believe they issue their mandatory at the conventions, that they would not turn around and order a fight for Jaime Munguia and Jermall Charlo. But then you have to say, okay, well, where's the fight going to go? Is Oscar De La Hoya going to send Jaime Munguia over there to Showtime? Probably not. You know what I mean? Probably not. Do you think that Jermall Charlo, that Oscar De La Hoya really wants Jaime Munguia to fight Jermall Charlo? Definitely not. All he's trying to do is say, hey, strip him so we can fight for a vacant title. So I can get Jaime Munguia a vacant title. Wait, Fanon, make that 6 buys. I paid 10 to watch it at Twin Peaks. While also seeing Cheeks. Oh, they were stealing it at the Twin Peaks. Nah, bro, that ain't count. Nah, you got to buy that mug. Yeah. Hey, so that's 7 people. Barbara D with the super sticker. Thank you so much for the support. Let me go check it. Let me go check it out, man. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. I got to see the super sticker. Barbara Davis. Where's that super sticker at? I got to go to the other screen. Said, keep it up. Hey, thank you, sister. Thank you. And I most definitely will, man. I am going to send my wife, by the way. Now, I'm not going to send her because I can't order her to do anything. But we definitely about to start cooking this month. I'm about to stop buying this takeout food because I do not want to spend any more money, man. Just seeing that money leave reminded me. Oh, it said exactly because Oscar hasn't mentioned fighting. Exactly. He didn't mention Oscar didn't. Yeah, exactly. He didn't mention fighting Charlo. He wants a vacant belt. Absolutely. Hold on one second. Wow, these people are really wild with this, bro. No cussing. Sound strategic. Farmer seems smart and did kind of fall off the scene. Yeah. I mean, first of all, you're talking about Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer overachieved with that deal he got. Like, that was a good look for him because he wasn't a big name fighter. He was really trying to make a name with him going back and forth with Gervonta, which is funny, bro, because do you remember how people were saying that Gervonta Davis was ducking Tevin Farmer? This is how long this Gervonta Davis is not doing anything. Stuff has been going. You remember when he was ducking Tevin Farmer? Like, everybody was like, oh, he don't want no smoke with Tevin Farmer. He don't want no smoke with Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer outbox him. Tevin Farmer, that's why I ain't taking the Tevin Farmer fight. He's scared of Tevin Farmer. All of that. Gervonta was scared of Tevin Farmer. Batty Rich said, I know when you seen a double charge, you was like, hold up, man. Wait a minute. Now watch this. Hold up. Now check this out. Let me ask you something. Hold up. Thank you for the support, man, and thank you for the laugh, man. Thank you for the support and thank you for the laugh, man. Oh, my God, man. Man, I still feel bad about that, bro. Oh, yes, sir. Man, I feel so bad about that, man. I still feel bad about that. All of that stuff. It's so unnecessary, man. God, dog is so unnecessary, man. Everybody want to be the king, man. You want to be the king. Everybody got to try to be the king. Everybody got to try to be the king. Yes, sir. Oh, I see you, brother. Hey, man, I'm just going to say Stone Alone in the building. Said they won't let me super chat. It will not put your name in it. Thank you, brother. Oh, I'm sorry, man. They won't let you super chat. So that's what's hitting. That's what's hitting it today. Hey, thank you, Stone Alone. And you was going to get a gong anyway, Stone Alone. You know the deal. Hey, did you have to go into work? Stone Alone? Did you have to go to work that day? Oh, anyway, so look, let me get back to that. Yeah, man, I was so, no joke, bro. I hated doing that whole thing. I really did. Did not want to feel like I, still feel guilty about it, but it is a little bit, just a itty bitty teeny weeny bit. But for real, man, cats just be wilding, man. Y'all just wilding on people, man. Let people fail on their own, man. Stop trying to put your hands on their back and shove them. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to succeed on their own or they're going to fail on their own, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop sticking your hand on their back and shoving them that way. That's my thing. Like, if ESPN and if Showtime is going to go out of business, God dog, let them go out of business like HBO. You know what I mean? Like, you just find out about it. You just wake up morning and be like, oh, wow, what's going to happen now? Ray Davis, my bad, brother. Let me slide back. Ray Davis in the building said, not much, but we can help support the next BLK scam by. Man, much love, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for that support, man. Like, for real. Oh, but there is not going to be another one. Like, yes, there will be. I probably will get a prepaid card. I mean, I don't even know if I can, like, get a prepaid card. Like, I got to go all that extra way, man. That just tells you I'm a boxing addict, Ray Davis. Because I really do want to support Adrian Broner. I do. I really want to support Adrian Broner. I like Adrian Broner, man. Okay, you speaking on it now. What you talking about, Tim? Just tuning back in. Will you speak on the Showtime ending rumor, Fanon? First of all, we don't know. First of all, you're not hearing rumors. What you're hearing is wishful thinking. Let's be very clear. What you're hearing is wishful thinking. That's not rumors. It's wishful thinking. You're hearing people say, buy BLK Prime. Everybody's going to go over to BLK Prime because Showtime's going out of business. So now Showtime goes out of business and these dudes take my credit card and double charge me. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to go off to. Yeah, that's it right there, bro. That's it right there. That's what we do now. Yeah, go from Showtime, somebody you can trust with your data, to someone you can't trust with that I won't trust with my data. You can trust, I'm not going to trust. You know what I mean? You can trust, I'm not going to trust it. So now, and plus nobody's going over there. They're not going over there. If something happens to Showtime, you know what's going to happen? Errol Spence Jr. and first of all, the PBC is going to air fight somewhere else. I don't see how that does it. First of all, the PBC, Showtime is not the PBC. And Showtime, and you know what will happen? Bob Arum is going to have competition at ESPN. That's what that means. Fox, they got Fox, and on top of it, you have ESPN. What happened when HBO went out of business? Did Top Rank go out of business when HBO got out of boxing? Harmon, who is Harmon? Burned what bridge? ESPN? You've never even heard him say anything. Mullen, man, get out of here, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. Go away. What bridge did Al Heyman burn with ESPN? First of all, Al Heyman gets along with Bob Arum. Bob Arum said he's a pleasure to work with. Let me ask you a question. You think Gervonta Davis is not going to find a network to fight on? You think Errol Spence Jr. is not going to find a network to fight on? Or do you think all these guys that are top fighters are just going to fall out of the WBC rankings and the WBA rankings and the IBF rankings? You don't think that these guys that these guys that have managers and promoters and all of that stuff supporting them are going to be able to get them fights? What you're going to wind up happening is these guys are going to have to fight them on those networks. And their fighters, some of their fighters are going to lose. You're more than likely going to see less of, you're probably going to see less. I don't know if they, I mean, won't the PBC still have Fox? I suppose. I don't know. All I know is that they are a bunch of fighters. Errol Spence Jr. is going to have a place to fight. Jermell Charlo is going to have a place to fight. Jamal Charlo is going to have a place to fight. They're going to have places to fight. They're world-class fighters. These guys are just hoping that Al Heyman fails. But guess what? Al Heyman's not going to fail. He's still going to be a manager and an advisor. So he'll still negotiate with people to make fights because he has that skill set. He's not going to go away. You never even see him anyway. So they'll just go to Fox, FS1, etc. Yeah, and what you wind up losing is you wind up losing Showtime, which is they have a great program over there. They really do. And I don't even like I'm telling you, I don't even much like their commentators. Trust me, I got just as big, man, dude, they get on my nerves. But I guess maybe that's just a result of me just all commentators getting on my nerves. But it is what it is. I wish they would go back to commentating where all they would tell you is what punch they were throwing. I would really appreciate that, but that's not what they do now. It's changed over, Boxers need to go independent like music artists and just drop fights on their own. At a certain stage they can do that. At a certain stage they can do that. We lose Showtime. We also lose Showbox, and they're all access series too. Don't want to see that happen. Nah, man. I like Espinoza. He has a great relationship with fighters. I'm hopeful things will stay the same. Yeah, I'm hopeful for him. That's all I'm saying. It's like, why you praying on their downfall? Like, what have they done wrong? The fact that you have to do pay-per-views? Like, well, I don't like that their fights are on pay-per-views. Man, oh God, you're paying for everything. You're literally paying for everything. Aaron Muhammad said, just some humor for non. BLK Prime was giving their hedge fund platinum package so that could $25 worth of free snacks from 7-Eleven for every one of their pay-per-views. I'm glad you keep it 100, bro. Man, come on, man. Man, them dudes taking a fucking licking too. Like a licking. Like, man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What a bad bet, bro. Anyway. Hey, thank you, Aaron Muhammad, man. Thank you for that support, bro. And hey, shout out to John Bowie. I hope you're feeling better. Deborah Booker, I hope you're feeling better. All y'all, man. Everybody that was a little ill, under upper echelon. I hope you're doing well out there. What's going on, Renee Box Young, man? I saw you out there. Hey, Renee Box Young wasn't playing with didn't I see you over there with on Twitter with Oscar De La Hoya? I think Renee was clowning Oscar De La Hoya over there on Twitter, man. Thomas Hill said, hey, you know what it is, Fanon? Al Heyman, who sits on top, does not have the corporate complexion for the protection. Hey, man, look, if we love boxing, man, I want to see good fights, but dude, I just don't believe you guys are really it's a bunch of clannish type of stuff. Like, you guys just want to see these guys fail. And I don't want to see them fail because, man, those guys really, like, take it, for example, what the PBC has done and allowed us to see fights with guys like Deontay Wilder, guys like Luis Ortiz, guys that they blackballed like Guillermo Rigondeaux, right? Guys like, people that they would have brushed to the side at the end of their careers if they could have got away with it, like Manny Pacquiao. It's really been a place where a lot of fighters have gotten opportunities. Guys like Ramses Bartholomew and Erislandy Lara, you know what I mean? Guys like Austin Trout, guys like Ugas, people there be like, oh, I don't know about them, them slick southpaws. We don't, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Just Fanon, if you were approached with the right commentator opportunity, would you take it? Yeah, I would. I guess. Yeah, I would. I guess. I don't know. That's a lot for me. Just depends, man. Depends. I like what I do. I'm liking what I'm doing here. I like what I'm doing here, man. No joke. I really do. You know, you got people like Paulie Malignaggi running things that are looking, they're going to be looking for a lot of Liam Walshes and not give opportunities to guys like Jaron Ennis. And if you remember, like what happened with Floyd, dude, if there was no Showtime, bro, Floyd would have never, if there was no Showtime, oh no, I'm going to take that back. I do think that Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather Jr. was made on HBO. But man, those guys was really not trying to let Floyd Mayweather Jr. Really were not trying to let Floyd Mayweather Jr. Shine. Really were not letting that man shine. Hey, for now, what do you think about Hurd's return? Love it. He said he's going to be able to 160, mainly for the money or the passion. Probably the money. I think all these guys are fighting for money. You know what I mean? I think they're all fighting for money. But I'm glad that he's coming back after he took a long break. And I'm glad that he's coming back, and he's coming back at 160 and not 154 pounds. I hope that he's been in the gym a lot and learned to move his head a little bit. You know what I mean? So, he ain't got to play defense with his face. But I'm definitely happy that he's coming back at 160 pounds. I like Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd was one of the guys that really made 154 pounds exciting a couple years ago. In one of the times where everybody voluntarily, all of the best at 154 were fighting the best at 154, with the exception of Jaime Munguia. Perfect segue back to what Kamal Oz wanted me to talk about. Everybody was fighting, the best were fighting the best at 154 several years ago, with the exception of Jaime Munguia. Man, dude, Erislandy Lara fought Hurd. Erislandy Lara fought Canelo. Erislandy Lara fought who else did he fight? I don't think he ever fought Austin Trout, but you had Jermall Charlo. I think Jermell and Jermall fought Austin Trout. But guys like Austin Trout, Erislandy Lara, Jarrett Hurd, guys like Tony Harrison. Who else was out there? J-Rock. Jason Rosario was kind of in and out real fast. You had Erickson Lubin. All these guys fought each other, man. They were all in the mix with each other, man. They were all in the mix with each other. Even K9 Bundridge. Even K9 Bundridge was, even K9 Bundridge was putting in work in 154. You know what I mean? So it was like a really good environment where everybody fought each other, and that was on Showtime. And you didn't need a tournament or any of that. You know what I mean? You didn't need a tournament or any of that. And one night, do you remember that night where they literally had a 154-pound tournament where they had Lara fought Hurd, Jermell Charlo fought somebody, and Go Shaw fought, who did Go Shaw fight? Like Go Shaw fought can't remember who Go Shaw fought. I think it was Nathaniel Gallimore, because Gallimore was doing his thing there. Gallimore was doing their thing there. Dude, it was like, man, it was just a really wonderful night of boxing, man. And people just dumped all over it. Like, man, come on, man. You don't get any of that stuff anywhere else, man. You know what I mean? So that night of boxing was fire, man. It was fire, man. It was like, that was what was up, man. It's like that card that Gervonta just made. It's like the card that Gervonta just made, where you just had fight after fight after fight after fight, man. You had legitimately good stuff, man. Not this stuff ESPN does, man. Not this stuff ESPN does, where it's like, God, I mean, dude, like people, they got mismatches. There's prospect after prospect after prospect. Like a whole bunch of fighters, like just prospect after prospect after prospect. Prospect after prospect after prospect. Like, yeah, Xander Zayas is going to be good. Keyshawn Davis is fighting who knows. And then we got, Jared Hurd is like, that's the best you can hope for. It's the best you can hope for is that they're going to have one good fight and they're going to have a bunch of prospects you want to see because they don't have to pay the prospects much. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like you say, if HBO can go away, so can everybody, so can anybody and everybody else. I'm not saying, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just sitting there thinking why you guys want it to happen so bad. You know what I mean? Because and then try to pawn off BLK Prime as if it's the alternative. Like BLK Prime is the alternative to Showtime. Man, you're gonna try to take away my BMW and sell me a Hyundai Sonata. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to give me let's everybody get out that BMW and let's go on over here and get in this Hyundai Sonata. I'm all right, bro. I'm all right riding like I'm riding, okay? I'm all right riding like I'm riding. I get to see some stuff. I've seen some really good fights on Showtime, man. A lot of good fights on Showtime. Maybe the great fights may only be once, twice a year. 3 times a year, something like that, where you really get a good one. Dave Williams said, "Hey, Fanon, there's so many haters out there. It's crazy." Yeah, man, it's people that claim they're boxing fans, bro. He said, "Dang, I drive a Hyundai Sonata." Hey, dude, look, man, if you drive a Hyundai Sonata and you're happy with your Hyundai Sonata, or if they try to give you a 1982 Chevette, you know what I mean? Are you going to jump in the Chevette? No, I'm cool with my Hyundai Sonata. Hyundai Sonata is a nice ride, by the way. Hyundai Sonata is a nice ride. I was just trying not to do them too bad, bro. Yeah, unless it breaks down on the side of the road. Even though Hyundais, I ain't got a problem with Hyundais. You get it. Hey, so this was really good for Fanon with Ishe Smith, Vanis Marta Rosen. Yeah, I used to like Ishe Smith, man. I rocked with Ishe Smith as a boxer. He got a little salty about Mayweather after it, but whatever they went through is whatever they went through. Said it was really good for Ishe Smith, Vanis Marta Rosen, Erislandy Lara, Willie Nelson, Jared Hurd, Terrell Goshaw, Austin Trout, Alfredo Angulo. Hey, man, I used to rock with Alfredo Angulo. No joke, man. I would take some Angulo fights. Yes, I did. But look, I'm going to tell you somebody else who's good fights, man. Even though he's dirty as they come, was Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito was kind of, like, dude, it was interesting watching him fight. Let me put it that way. Zenith 360, Fanon is because they blame Heyman and Espinoza for HBO failing. If you notice, most of the old guard came from HBO where they had status and done more, and it's a history of hate. Now, that very well could be the case, especially people brought into the game by Larry Merchant. Larry Merchant was a troll beyond trolls, bro. Larry Merchant, man, Larry Merchant was like from dude. True story, man. Larry Merchant was like trying to be early in his career. He came around after Howard Cosell. So he was trying to be like Howard Cosell. You know what I mean? But he tried to be like, he's like that, like, but dude, the dude was wind up, man. I just remember he was going to have an interview on the Dick Cavett show. And now I didn't see this live, obviously, because I wasn't old enough, right? But I saw this on YouTube some years back where he was pissed. He got Ali didn't let him, where he was supposed to go on the Dick Cavett show after it was either Johnny Carson or the Dick Cavett show, where where Muhammad Ali was getting interviewed, and Muhammad Ali just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. So they were not about to cut off. They were not about to be like, okay, see you later, Ali. See you later. You got to get off, Ali, because we need to let Larry Merchant on. So they were like, Ali talked all the way to the end of the show, and they were like, hey, and we did have a guest, Larry Merchant, but we're going to have to bump Larry Merchant off the show. Sorry about that, Larry. Sorry about that, Larry. We're going to have to bump you off the show, bro. Because, you know, Ali's the important one and you're not. And man, you could tell, man. And when I heard that, I was like, I wonder if that's why the reason he always tries to grandstand on boxers. Like he like at the end of it, bro. He said, "Oh, my pops hated Larry Merchant every time he talked. Pops was like, this dude, that's me. Every time I heard him, I was like, oh man, will you please shut?" Man, he comes with that. He comes like, you know, like Mark Cragle does. You know how Mark Cragle like will write, like he writes his what he's gonna say. Like he's definitely on that teleprompter, and he's trying to write a persuasive, you know, like a persuasive piece. He names the piece, he writes the piece out, and then he recites the piece for you, and you know it's written, and you're like, man, dude, will you stop it? We live in the age of banter. We live in the age of banter. You got to run it off the cuff, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Unless you maybe be somebody like, you know, unless maybe you're somebody like, I don't know, like, you know, that guy, Casual Geographics, his is scripted, but he flows off his script. Some people are really good at it. Other people, you know, not so much, man. Hey, say, can we at least get to 300 likes? Almost 600 people here. Shalom for now. Hey, shalom to you, brother. Shalom to you, brother. He's and Beyond the Ring when Nonito and Rachel said, I can't stand Max Kellerman. Yeah, Max Kellerman is just, you know, whatever. These dudes are real arrogant, bro. Hey, Casual Geographics is a beast. Yeah, man, he a beast, man. Hey, man, he's a beast, bro. Seriously. Like I was doing a video the other day, and I unintentionally was copying his pattern of speech. That young dude right there, hey man, he got the lick right there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That dude right there that dude right there got it going on, man. Like that dude right there got talent. That man got a niche. That dude got it on lock, man. That guy got it on lock. Like for me, I like look forward to his content. Like, man, when is he gonna drop some more content? I look for that. I look forward to it. But I only watch on YouTube. I don't watch him on TikTok and all that. So I don't do TikTok. I ain't trying to have another app. Rachel Nonito hating Max. He used to be Marky Mark. That's how they all turn out. That's how they all turn out. All of you, how can I say? All of you young people didn't know the game, and oh man, none of this matters. Wait till they turn 40. Wait till they turn 40. Talking all of that, yeah. Oh, we all cool. Hey man, it's all okay. Dave Chappelle is warning you. You ain't listening. Okay. Okay. TV is TV. Larry speaking. Floyd is like a 9-second sprinter racing 10-second sprinters. Oh, yeah. Floyd is like a 9-second sprinter racing 10-second sprinters. Yeah, that's something he would say. Definitely. Hey, Max is always saying BS. We should hop on Mac's show. How Al Heyman should jump on the show. Man, Al Heyman ain't giving you no interview, man. You know what I mean? Al Heyman ain't giving you no interview. OZ Boxing was a pause moment. Pause for y'all funny-minded people, bro. I'm just trying to tell you though, all y'all young people that are all about how times have changed and all of that. Okay, all right. You wait till they turn 40. Wait till they get 40, and you see how they vote and as they progress in their lives. You see, the progress to suckering you. Anyway, the same people that were with HBO Run, ESPN, and Ring Magazine, that's a large part of why some people will always be on it regardless of what they do. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Oh, man. Hey, wait for Jim Everett-ish to happen. I'm just telling you, bro. Y'all, I wish Al Heyman was my uncle. Hey, man, I like those dudes. They're all about business, but I don't know them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know them dudes. But I got respect for him, man. And again, man, thank you to everybody, brother, that supports in the Super Chat and the Cash App. For real. I know y'all come in here, y'all support every day. All of y'all, thank you so much for continuing to come by the channel and letting it be a really, really good show. As you know, man, we ain't ain't no sponsorships around here. So you guys are the ones that sponsor. So thank you, TBE is TBE. I wish, one of my favorite Larry Merchant quirk. Oh, that Floyd is a 9-second sprinter racing 10-second sprinters. Is that a backhanded? That's kind of like a backhanded compliment. That's a backhanded comment. That's a backhanded compliment. That's a backhanded compliment. Just so you know. It's a it is a highly educated snotty man's way of saying that he's not fighting anybody. He ain't fighting anybody. These are easy fights. We want to see somebody. We want to see you fight somebody else. And he would literally say that every time. As soon as he got done beating somebody, Larry Merchant would do that all the time. Larry Merchant would be like, oh yeah, well, now that we're past that fight, now that we've got that trash out of the way, how about you fight this guy? And then Floyd will fight that guy. And then it's, hey, now that you got that trash out of the way, because we already knew you were going to win it. Man, I'm telling you, you should have heard Deggy Fisher and those guys back then talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he fought before he fought Diego Corrales. You should have heard them. They were like, yeah, he beat Angel Man Freddy, blase, whatever. Basically, big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, big deal. But Diego Corrales is the man. And then when he whitewashed Diego Corrales, then, big deal. He was really just drained. He was, Diego Corrales couldn't make the weight. He was just drained. Man, I'm telling you, man, them dudes, they never give Floyd and those guys any type of love, man. Hey, Keys to the Game Boxing Channel said, somebody say super chat, king of that blue. Yes, sir, you are, brother. You king of the blue, bro. Thank you so much, man, for that support, man. Fanon, Dontre Thomas said, Fanon, I was happy when he said he would knock Merchant out if he was younger. Oh, no. No. That is when Larry Merchant, everybody knew Larry Merchant was senile and he crossed the line. That's when Larry Merchant crossed the line. And I'm telling you, man, you guys when you get really arrogant, you can cross a line that you don't know is there. And Larry Merchant just got arrogant beyond belief. He lost his cool. He got arrogant. He went from being snarky, where people could be like, ha ha ha, we know he's insulting him, really. Ha ha. The backhanded compliments, the sly, slick commentary. And he went over the line. And he was like, if I was 20 years older, 20 years younger, I'd kick your. And right there, man, anybody listening to that has to say, man, you could be at any age you want to be. You ain't never going to beat up Floyd Mayweather Jr. You the same size as him. What? You just talking crazy. Like, you really got yourself twisted up. Like, you really feeling yourself now. Like, you're really feeling yourself now. To say, when he said that, I was stunned. Man, let me tell you something. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Larry Merchant were alone with each other in a room, Larry Merchant would have been the most polite person you could have possibly seen. Guys like that get arrogant when they feel like they got say-so over your money. He feels like he had say-so over that man's money. Like HBO, because Jim Lampley said it. Jim Lampley was saying, oh, we don't have to look for great fights or go out of our way for great fighters, because the great fighters are going to come to us and we get to choose who we think are really going to be the great fighters. That was the attitude of Jim Lampley. and Jim Lampley was a commentator. Jim Lampley's at their arrogance at HBO between Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant was so it was so wild. Yeah, how they did it. He literally got up. They literally got up and demanded that the commissioner of the Nevada State Athletic Commission disqualify Guillermo Rigondeaux because he hit him after the bell. Like, man, dude, you're a commentator, man. You're a commentator. You're just a commentator. What are you guys doing? You're a commentator. You're not supposed to be out there sticking your finger in the middle of the game. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to tell me what punch landed. That's it. And even then, bam, bop, boom. You remember that? When Manny Pacquiao threw some shots on somebody. And don't get me wrong, I like Manny Pacquiao. I do. I like Manny Pacquiao. But this dude started adding sound effects. Boom, bap, bop, boom. Man, Jim, those punches didn't land, man. We don't need your sound effects, man. Okay? We don't need the sound effects. Can you go back to Don Dumphy times where they didn't do all of this? Like, will you stop? Bam, bop, boom, bap. He said, hence Tim Bradley on the same shit. Man, they're overproducing, man. Like, please cut it out, man. Cut it out. You guys keeping score is bad enough. Like, you guys keeping score is bad enough. The fact that you keep being like, oh, what a robbery. And actually acting like your scorecard is the real scorecard. Like, whole bunch of people mad, oh, man, because you are literally telling people who's winning the fight and trying to convince people who's winning the fight the entire fight. I can't stand that they do that they give those scorecards out. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Like, oh, yeah, well, that was an easy. First of all, you're talking the entire time and not paying attention. You can't talk the entire fight, and you cannot watch intently what people are doing and talk at the same time. It's not possible. You got to be quiet and watch it, man. Know what I'm saying? Like, stop. But yeah, so anyway, we want to go back to that, right? Because as much as I do not like I'm not going to say I don't like, because I do like the guys. I like Steve Farhood. I don't think Steve said that's why I watch on mute. I would watch them on mute for years. TD Hayden, Hardin, yeah, I definitely watch him on mute. I do watch him on mute. What you're saying about the arrogance of them HBO commentary is on point. Showtime had a couple too. Yeah, man, like you start really feeling yourself. Like on YouTube, people start feeling themselves. Like, how are you feeling yourself like this? Like, much love in that super chat, bro. Like, man, come on, man. Slow down on all of that. I'm the greatest ever crap. You know what I mean? Like, you just feeling yourself way too much, man. OZ Boxing 22 said, I'm with the mute army too. Oh, yeah, man. I hit that mute, bro. I hit that mute, man. I'll hit that mute. Big George did well. Yeah, Big George did well. I liked Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. was like sanity on that panel. But like I said, like Rachel said, I'll hit the mute on you in a minute. I'll hit the mute. I hit the mute on. But see, it's more difficult now for me to do it because everybody in my comment section that does listen to it will be like, oh, man, did you hear what Tim Bradley said? You hear what Andre Ward said and stuff like that. I don't get the real dislike for Andre Ward, though. I don't really see that, man. Like Andre Ward does not upset me. Andre Ward I like. Like Andre Ward to me is more, he's like close to like Roy Jones, man. I think he's like got more sense. They let him play the straight. They let him play the straight guy. You know, they let Tim Bradley do all that goofy. You know, they let Tim Bradley. I think they make Tim Bradley do all that goofy stuff. Because Tim Bradley's personality don't even seem that goofy. Like Tim Bradley seems on the real like somebody that'll slap. There's somebody that's very like serious type of guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like the type of guy to really do all that goofiness. You know what I mean? And I've seen like Sean Porter kind of get out of character sometimes and kind of do a little of that goofiness where he just seems to be a quiet guy and none of those guys seem like clowns to me, you know? Tim, you're gonna earn your bread. What's that, man? Andre Ward is doing his best. Yeah, I'm a big supporter of Andre Ward, even though I don't think Andre Ward likes me much. But it doesn't matter. I still like Andre Ward. Schizo Paul said Lampley was going crazy when Manny was landing and not landing on Joshua Clottey. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. Boom, 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 because they wanted him to get a knockout so bad. Because he was in that streak of not getting any knockouts. Once he got off that, once Floyd started talking about, yeah, I'm gonna fight you once you get tested. His knockouts went away for a while. Manny Pacquiao's knockouts went away for a while. You know what I mean? Similarly, just kind of like Lomachenko's streak of everybody quitting all of a sudden just disappeared out of the blue. Like, just miraculously. 5 guys quit in a row because he's not a knockout puncher. And these dudes, I still think something was swindly was up with that. With like 4 or 5 guys just quitting in a row. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Hey, man, I'll tell you a story about Emmanuel Stewart. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank y'all for keeping color in the chat. Thank you for your support. Really and truly, thank you for your support. Emmanuel Stewart. Man, that dude was grimy. Man, I talked to him, rest in peace, after the Roy Jones Jr. versus John Ruiz fight, man. He was looking for I had a guy that I was there that had bought was doing the Vegas thing, got himself a limo and he got him a limo and a work for hire. He got a limo and a work for hire. Dude, he was was kicking it. And I'm like, man, y'all are really kicking it like this. Oh, dude, I'm straight with all that. But anyway, so he had a limo and Emmanuel Stewart was walking outside. He had some lady with him, right? No. The dude wasn't a pimp. No, the dude came in town for the fight, and they kick it. They spend a lot of money in Vegas. Like, dudes just spending a lot of money in Vegas, like thousands and thousands of dollars in Vegas, on the fight. Something I am not going to do. Like, no. I mean, no. You know what I mean? But anyway, they're going to do it. They're going to do it like that. But anyway, man, just to hear how he talked about John Ruiz after that fight, he was like, man, that dude, I never thought I would ever hear, man, he's a piece of shit. He called John Ruiz a piece of shit. He's like, man, he's a piece of, like, wow. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. Dude, but he was grimy, man. He was grimy with his language. He was grimy. But respect to him, you know what I mean? I know we obsessed with blaming both sides, but I don't recall any Showtime commentator being arrogant enough to threaten a boxer. And when Paulie got arrogant, they got him up out of there quick. Hey, look, man. Paulie got loose with the tongue. Paulie got loose with his tongue. Like, man, what are you doing, Paulie? Shut up. Like, dude, shut up. Dude, I do not need to know what you think about everything. I'm learning that lesson. People do not need to know everything that I think. And I mean it, man, because I'm like, I see these tweets, that these, what are these people? What's the generation? What are these guys now? Generation X? They're Gen Xers. I think I'm what am I? I forget what's the current generation. I think I'm Gen X, and then there was Generation X, and then there's the millennials, and then there's this new generation after the millennials, right? But anyway, what the millennials are talking about, they're Z. Okay, I'm Generation X. Thank you. No, I'm not a baby boomer. Baby boomer is before me. The baby boomer is before me, and before that, it is the silent generation. The oldest generation alive now is the silent generation. After that, there's the baby boomers. After that is Generation X. And then after that is the millennials. And now it's Generation Z, right? Yeah, I mean, it is like Generation X is the silent generation is like 1922 to people born in 1945. I think the generation of the baby boomers is like 1945 to like 1960, like 1964 or 1965, somewhere around there. And then Generation X is from like 1965 to like 1990, something like that, or like early 1980s. And I think the millennials are everything from like 1984 to 2000 to like 2000. And then everybody born from 2000 to now is Generation X. But whatever the case is, man, I forgot why I even brought it up now. Anyway, so I know not to tell people what I think. Because all of this, pronoun stuff and all of this, to me, it's like, look, man, I think you guys are going to learn some stuff. I think you're going to learn some stuff when you get a little bit older. But it's really not my place to say because it really does tick them off so much. I'm Generation Dinosaur. Nah, man, I'm Generation we running stuff right now. I'm Generation we running stuff right now is what we are. Because if you want to know what generation is running stuff right now, it's Generation X. Generation X is running everything. The millennials are working for us. And Generation Z, y'all just getting out of school. Now, man, I'm 53. I'm not old. I'm 53. I am what I am, bro. You know what I mean? I'm Generation Dinosaur. I ain't Generation Dinosaur. Ray Davis said, looking good at our age. Exactly. Millennials are trying to take it from Gen X. I'm just trying to tell you. That's how it works, bro. People who run the world are 50 and over. They're not 35 years old. Okay. All of your LeBrons and you know who canceled Kanye? 50-year-olds. Generation X, 65 to 80. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, and millennials are like 80 to like the turn, whatever that is. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. It is. Yeah, millennials are going to take. Yeah, they are. Millennials are going to take it from Generation X. That's how it works. But the people that cancel Kanye are people my age. Trust me. And we were all cool and everything was good. And we were all hip hopping together and doing all that stuff in the 1980s and all of that. And everybody was one. And it ain't like that no more. So all y'all thinking that y'all going to change you're going to change your pronouns and go along with all that nonsense. And it's all going to be good forever and ever. No, it's not. Trust you, me, and trust the people before. But anyway, I'm surely aging gracefully, eating well, and a little fitness goes a long way. Yeah, it does. I've been doing my fitness. I've been eating pretty well. I can't complain. Millennials, okay, there you go, 81 to 96, something like that. But anyway, it is. You know what it is. Generation X is the last hard-body generation. These Generation Zs and millennials are soft. Hey, man, but they're very, very violent. But look, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to keep doing that, man. He said, I'm a millennial and I ain't with all that pronoun garbage. I'm just trying to tell you, man, it's like my wife tried to get me to watch this show. I hate that I couldn't watch it because I was so judgmental. But because I don't want you to sell me anything, man. I'm tired of you selling me change. Like, if change happens, just stop selling it to me. I don't need to don't sell. Dude, I'm used to people marketing now. Everybody keeps selling and stuff to me. Anyway, born 1977. Guess I'm X. G G during H down every day. Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to boxing, man. I don't want to do too much of that, even though it's kind of fun to have those conversations sometimes. Paulie has an Italian Bensonhurst mentality. Look, man, I think Paulie's probably a nice guy. But Paulie Malignaggi needs to mind his business about situations that he's not privy to. You don't know, man. You're not black. Shut up. What do you know? And I mean it. Like, you're not black. Shut up. You don't know. Okay? Most black people don't know. We trying to figure it out. So how about you shut up and let us figure it out and mind your own business? Think whatever you want to think. Just think it in silence. Say whatever you want to say. Just say it in your house. Okay? Dude, I'm just telling you, he can think whatever he wants to think. Just think it in your house. Paulie claims to be Sicilian. I don't have any reason to doubt that he's Sicilian. Just whatever you think, just think it in your house. I don't care what people think. Just think it in your house. You know what I mean? Just think it in your house. You want to talk to your kids and joke around about it and do all that, do that there. Don't bring your nonsense out here, man. You're a boxing commentator, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Talk about punches. I'm not trying to hear the rest of that. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely not supposed to be trying to pay you my money to hear that type of stuff. I'm trying to watch boxing. I'm trying to watch everybody get punched in the face equally. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want everybody to I want all boxers to be able to punch each other in the face without, with everybody being equal to do it. You know what I mean? If he's a closet one, let him do it in his closet. I could care less. Do you. As long as you ain't affecting me, think whatever you want to think. Doesn't make a difference to me. Sicilians are the Italians who are mixed with blacks and they hate it. I mean, it is what it is, bro. But I'm like I said, man. It is what it is, man. I don't care about what that man thinks. That man can think what that man wants to think. I just don't need to hear it. Mind your business. That is one of the old things. Much love in that super chat too, brother. Thank you for that support, man. You know what I mean? That's the trick. Just mind your business. I cannot like you. Just mind your business. But once you start mentioning people's names and you start doing things like that, then cats are going to mind their business. You know, if you're going to start minding my business, I'm always going to mind my business. Right? And sometimes minding your business is saying something. Because that's my business. So I'm about to mind my business. And you can keep my name out your mouth. You know? Anyway, Cecilia, he couldn't get those cornrows right. But anyway, let's get back on this boxing, man. I don't want to keep doing that, man. It's Friday. Some of y'all got them paychecks today. Congratulations. Some of y'all chilling, just got back to work. I definitely remember when Paulie Malignaggi had them braids, bro. I used to like Paulie Malignaggi, but I would tell y'all the same thing, man. First of all, most Italian dudes are cool to hang out with. I like Italian dudes, but they're Italian. They're cliquish. Italian dudes are Italian dudes. You know what I mean? I got along with Italian dudes, but I was raised around a lot of Italian people. They don't mess with you, man. Okay? They don't mess around, bro. They don't mess around with black folk. A lot of them do not mess around with black folk at all. So, same a lot with a lot of people didn't. So that's why I always look at y'all like, dude, y'all tripping. I know their parents. You acting like these people ain't raised by their parents? You're bugging. Anyway, Ray Davis said, when we need to give these crazy folk what you talking about, Willis moment, man, all day, bro. On the road for 9, listen and know. What's going on, Buck 50? Salute to you for 9 in the chat, man. Salute to you, bro. And Paulie's commentating was actually really good. Yeah, very good. He's a very smart guy, and he knows boxing, and I loved his commentary. Much love in that super chat. He just started giving his opinion about stuff that I'm not trying to pay for, man. Look, I disagree with super multicultural. I can't speak on to you if you're super multicultural or not. I'm telling you my experience with him. Cool, really cool dudes. Get along, kick it with them for days. Yeah. But in those neighborhoods, man, it was gay, man. Hey, man. I'm telling you, I was raised next to Italian families. Some of them were very, very nice, though. I can't lie, though. The man, what was her name, man? God dog. D'Ambrosia. D'Ambrosia is Italian. Her family was really nice. So yeah, I don't want to generalize. Some of them dudes was wild with it though. But I always got along with Italian dudes. I always did, man. I like Italian cats. Some of them dudes are real dudes. Real dudes, nice dudes will definitely throw hands. Definitely will throw hands, at you. So, let me not overgeneralize. Let me not overgeneralize. And my man, much love again, Ray Davis. And my man, T. Orlando Pearson said, Paulie can eat a D. That's why AB took his girl. Hey, man, they were selling that fight, man. They were selling that fight, man. Paulie put up a good fight with Adrian Bronner, though. Paulie gave Adrian Bronner, man, he gave Adrian Bronner a lot of that work, man. Anyway, I'm sorry for overgeneralizing, brother. I don't mean to overgeneralize. Sorry about that. I don't mean to overgeneralize. And some of us got double charged messing with the bad dope dude. Told y'all. I mean, come on, man. That dude right there, I'm not trying to hear none of that no more. I'm not trying to hear none of that. That's a bad look. Paulie didn't say anything recently, man. Y'all taking me back, man. We basically, because, all we have to talk about in boxing this weekend is Navrati versus Liam Smith. Liam Wilson. Since Navrati's fighting Liam Wilson tonight in this dynamic card that they're having on ESPN, this what's right about boxing card that they got on ESPN, that even though I've already paid for it, more than likely I'm not going to watch. Like, am I bad for saying I'm probably not going to watch that? Because that last ESPN card, that was okay. Once they got to the Anthony Yard versus Beterbiev fight, when Anthony Yard got mopped, and it was fun laughing at y'all who thought Anthony Yard could win. All of y'all that thought Anthony Yard was coming anywhere near beating Beterbiev, y'all can slap you. Y'all can just, can't nobody see it, man. Just give yourself that little, real quick, that little snap, that little pop, that little pop. Give yourself that. He said it's absolutely okay. Thank you, OZ Boxing Kids. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do that to you. You know what I mean? Especially because I know Italians got a lot of Italians. They was kind of wilding on them Italians too. I'm telling you, there's different. They ain't all the same, man. They ain't all the same, bro. Them Italian dudes get, them people get crazy with them Italians too. So. Got all kind of names for Italians. All kind of names for Italians, man. All kind of names for Irish and Italians. He said, hey, Javier said done. Yeah. Go ahead and slap yourself just a little bit for thinking Anthony Yard was going to win that fight. I told you. And I don't understand why y'all don't listen to me. No clue why you guys do not listen to me when I tell you. When I told you so, I told you. I've been told you. Those, do not put your money on no UK fighters unless they have a proven track record of beating people. Okay? Do not believe whenever it's a UK fighter, look very, very close for the smoke, look very, very close for the mirrors, and make sure you understand fully if what you're seeing is really what you're seeing. Okay, because they got a whole bunch of fighters. They will sell you as being, we've got so many world champions. Your champions are bums. Okay, Callum Smith is about to be a world champion again at some point. I guarantee you, because you guys have enough people. Like, I think the majority of UK champions that are champions because of their fans. Because they say, okay, we can pay this fee to fight for this world championship. So, okay, the purses get bigger because they have so many fans. As a result of their purses getting bigger, that means the cut for the cut for the sanctioning fee goes up, right? Because they get a bigger purse than they normally would because they're fighting in the UK and they're getting a lot of people watching their fights. However, just because more people watch your fights doesn't mean that you're a better fighter, which is why these Mexican journeymen and these Argentinian journeymen go over there and whoop up on your champion. And every time you see that fight happening, you get nervous. When we see, and I'm telling you no doubt, tell me I'm lying, when Errol Spence Jr. steps up, it gets into the ring, and Carlos Ocampo jumps across that border to fight Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm doing? Hey, Gizzard Glock in the building, brother. What's going on, Gizzard Glock? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. So when Errol Spence Jr. gets in the ring with Carlos Ocampo, ain't no nervousness in my system at all. All I know is, when is this dude going to get decked? When is he going to get up out of here? Because I know this dude right here does not belong in the ring with that dude right there. Because that dude right there is a world-class fighter. Yes, sir, Glizzard Glock. Always good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. And I saw your comment. You left that comment that day, man. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, no nervousness whatsoever. Okay, this dude's about to go bye-bye. Oh, this guy about to get beat up and go bye-bye. If Carlos Ocampo jumps in the ring with Josh Taylor, y'all going to be with Josh Kelly. Y'all sitting there like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Oh, no. I literally will watch Josh Warrington to watch Josh Warrington lose. Like, okay, we're going to see Josh Warrington. Who's he fighting? I don't care. It's 60-40 that he's going to lose. Is he Mexican? He about to lose. Thanks. Been dealing with a lot. Thanks for the blessings. Yes, Glizzard Glock. I feel you. I see you. Brother, be well. Stay blessed and let this go on. Bring that magic, beauty, prosperity, and all that stuff to you. Yes, sir. Knockout TV, one of the best to do it on. Dog, I love your channel, man. Love your channel, brother. Says, we know our champions walked through the Ocampos of the world. Meanwhile, Lara almost ended Warrington's career. Exactly, bro. And Lara about to do it again to Liam. They all the time, bro. All the time. Like, that's what I got DAZN for. DAZN is like, oh, I want to go see an upset. When Anthony Joshua, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Anthony Joshua, and I'm telling you, I know Anthony Joshua ducked Deontay Wilder. Yeah, he did. Okay? Yeah, he did. But I like Anthony Joshua. I think he's a nice guy. That's my general feeling off the guy, that he's a nice guy. You know? Unlike David Benavidez, who I think will slap fire from your mouth, I actually kind of like Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? But when Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Andy Ruiz, I swear, man, I must have laughed for 2 straight days. Y'all think y'all fighters are so good. And time again. It's so bad that, you get them about once a decade. And I mean it. You get a big win for a UK fighter over an American about once a decade. You get maybe less than that. Because I don't even know if you got it. Oh, yeah, you did. You got, let me see. You got, dang, was it Terry? Who got knocked out by that British dude whose name I can't remember in the 1980s? Man, it was a light-skinned dude, light-skinned, bald-headed dude, knocked out like one of those guys like either a Terry Norris or a one of those type of guys, one of those welterweights in that time frame, man. You know what I mean? Wound up and fought this British guy and got knocked out. And that was pretty much like the end of his career. He was one of the guys, he used to wear a shag. He used to wear a shag, the guy that got beat by him. He moved up and weight and got knocked out. But anyway, I always forget the name of those guys. But then also in the 19, then their real big win was when Jeff Left Hook Lacey lost to Joe Calzaghe. No, I'm not counting that. I'm not talking about over-the-hill fighters fighting. I'm not talking about an over-the-hill fighter. No. I'm talking about like a guy that was like an American champion who everybody was like, that's the best guy. By the time Calzaghe fought Roy Jones and Oscar Dale and Bernard Hopkins, they were already well past it. So I'm not talking. Yeah, Donald Curry. There you go. Donald Curry versus Lloyd Hunnigan. So there was a Donald Curry versus Lloyd Hunnigan, right? Then there was the Joe Calzaghe versus Jeff Lacey. Oh, and they was living. Oh my God. This is gonna be Errol Spence, another Jeff Left Hook Lacey. Man, are you nuts? I was like, man, you think this man Ben versus Mike McCallum, right? Yeah, Ben versus Mike McCallum. It happens like that, every blue moon, man. Even though I don't think Mike McCallum was the top guy. I think he was very good. Oh, said the shag gave it away. Yeah, Donald Curry was the shag. I can see him, but like I tell people, I always mix up those 80s, those welterweights, middleweights in the 80s. I always mess up Donald Curry. I mess up like there's three of those guys I always mess up, dude. The dude that the first guy that the guy that Roy Jones Jr. The James Toney beat. The guy that James Toney beat. That dude who was like that. The James Toney beat. What was the guy that James Toney beat for his first loss was to James Toney. And then he went to jail for a lot of years. Man, that dude was like that, man. But anyway, so I always mix those guys up because I really wasn't watching a lot of boxing. No, Michael Nunn, second to none. Michael's second to none. Michael's second to none. Terry Norris and Donald Curry. Those are the three ones that I always mix those guys up. They like melt in my head together, even though I know that Michael's second to none was the man. Anyway, though, and then of course you got Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So then you got Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Don Trey said, check your cash app. Thank you, brother. Will do, bro. No, he's not, bro. Does not look unstoppable to me at all. I've seen him put on his behind too many times to be unstoppable. Nah, brother, that can is dented, homie. That can is dented. I've seen that. It does not. Tyson Fury does not look unstoppable with me. He looks very, very big and a big shot away from it all being over. Hey, Dontre said, keep it at 100 every morning. That $5 holler means a lot, brother. Thank you so much for that support, man. Thank you so much for that support in this very, 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 very fun conversation we're having, man. And thank you again to everybody for supporting the channel in the super chats and the cash apps. Also, Matthew Thomas just hit the building with the big cash app. Thank you, brother. He said, morning chat, morning Fanon chat. Thank you, brother. Much love in that super chat, brother. And my guy, Batty Rich in the building, said, Gerald McClellan versus Ben. Yeah, fights like that, bro. Absolutely. And like I said, I mix their names up, man, because it's like much. Thank you so much for your support. Keeping that color in the chat, brother. It means a lot, man. Thank you. And TDA Harden in the building said, the Italian Dragon did take Lacey's heart. Yeah, but Lacey wasn't that good. Lacey was not that good, man. Jeff Lacey to me was like a poor man Sean Porter. Look, man, I got an eye for fighters, man. I got an eye for fighters. Dog, I knew Jeff Left Hook Lacey was going to lose soon. He just was a limited fighter, man. He just wasn't, he just wasn't a special fighter. He wasn't like that. You know what I mean? And he was so much smaller than Joe Calzaghe. Like, Dude, he really looked like he should have been. He fighting at 168. He really looked like he should have been at 147. Like, he was not even a big guy. He's just top heavy. He's like Isaac Dogbay. Like Isaac Dogbay at 126. Like, dude, you're at 126. You ain't got no business of being 126, man. You got the body of a 118. You have a guy like the body of a guy that's 118. He wasn't even stocky. He wasn't even stocky like Tank, because Tank ain't like stocky and muscular. I don't never trust those stocky, muscular, short fighters, man. Those dudes are always like suspect to me, man. My man said James Toney versus Vasily Zhurov. Oh, that was classic. That's just one of the greatest fighters ever, man. That's just one of the best fights ever. That was just one of the best fights ever, man. That's one of the best fights ever that I've ever seen, man. Live, James Toney Vasily Zhurov is one of the best fights I've ever seen live, man. Amazing, bro. Amazing. Jared Anderson, yeah, Jared Anderson's like that. But no, Tyson Fury is probably going to retire undefeated. But, I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't think he could lose to Usyk. Don't lunch on Usyk. Hated or love it. So what's going on, Fanon, in the chat? Hey, man, I'm chilling, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you for that support, man. That means a lot, man. Thank y'all for continuing support, bro. He said, quick, how similar do you think Anthony Two Guns Fletcher is to Spence? I can't tell you. I got to see him fight. Anthony Fletcher doesn't ring a bell to me. So I got to see him fight. I couldn't tell you. Really couldn't tell you. Let me look at him real quick, make sure maybe I'm just forgetting. Because like I said, I'm old. No, I can't tell you, bro. He's a southpaw. I can't tell you, brother. I haven't watched him. Yeah, I don't remember this guy's fights, and he's never held a belt, so not very. He has 8 knockouts in 24 fights. Got knocked out 4 times in a draw. He is a southpaw. And he's a lightweight. Yeah, I can't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you, man. That dude's a lightweight, and he definitely doesn't have the accomplishments, but I guess I'll go watch him and see, you know? Even if he did stop breathing, they would pump his chest and stand him up just so he didn't lose. Oh, you talking about Tyson Fury? Nah, bro. Tyson Fury has the ability to get knocked out. OZ Boxing 22. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, brother. Oh, hey, OZ, you're in Australia or are you in the United States? Are you in Australia or the United States? I can't speak on Italians outside of the United States. Why not talk about Sugar Ray Robinson or Ernie Shavers? Why not talk about them? What? Oh, okay, so you're from Australia. Okay. I can't speak to how Italians are in Australia. I can't. Only thing I can tell you is how Italians were in Chicagoland area. And I'm going to tell you right there, when I was a kid, if you went walking through one of them neighborhoods, dude, they likely to walk out that house and beat you with bats. But my understanding is now that that's changed a lot. My understanding in Chicago, that's changed a lot. There was this place called Cicero where it was all Italian or very heavily Italian. And trust you me, people from Chicago were literally walking down the street, bro. Man, cats will come out their house and definitely get you up out that city. You know what I mean? We need that meme, that part Fanon just said, what? With the face he makes. Oh, his famous. Bro, I am not famous. I don't get why y'all keep calling me famous, man. Famous Amos. I am not famous Amos. I'm a dude sitting here talking boxing in my office, and definitely did a very good job today of not talking about certain things. You know what I mean? They both have more knockouts than people's careers. Yeah, of course they do, man. But I'm not about to sit there and talk about, bro. This is not the historical boxing hour, brother. From Detroit, the home of the Hitman. Hey, man. First of all, those are great fighters, without a doubt. Sugar Ray Robinson. I talk about Sugar Ray Robinson whenever Sugar Ray Robinson name comes up. And Ernie Shavers all day, man. Rest in peace to both of them. Shout out to both of them and all of the deceased legends in the game. All of the deceased. Yeah, I don't want to talk about him, Fahim. I don't want to talk about him. I'm not going to say I don't ever want to talk to him, talk about him, but y'all can leave me alone with all of that stuff. Like, for real, I got people literally in my chats where I do a video and they say, thank you for not talking about him. Thank you. Like, man, who does that, man? Like, who does that, man? You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay, bro. I'm okay. I'm okay with the hype. I'm straight on all that hype. You say they say you're famous. You ahead like LL Cool J. Just kidding. Hey, man, I'll take it. The ladies love LL. You know what I mean? The ladies love James Todd. I'll take it. It could be worse. I just get tired of people telling me I look like Common. That irritates me, man. Like that's the only one. Like, man, come on, man. I do not look like anybody's got doggone Common. Just because I'm bald, I get Common. No, I do not look like Common. And I'm sure Common will be like, I don't look like him. Shout out for one of the real ones. Hey, chance to change. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. If Plant can jab, utilize the ring, and stay for multiple shots, being on the inside with Benavidez, then he has a shot. Benavidez has hit the canvas two before. Gizglock said, to be fair, Fanon built like Fanon, to be fair. Fanon built up Haney on YouTube in the beginning, raising these fighters low key. Let me tell you, Glizzard Glock, I'm going to tell you the truth. Since you brought it up, and I'm going to treat you like you a super chat. Bro, I spoke very highly of Devin Haney for a very long time. I spoke very highly of him for a very long time, for a long time, bro. And then all of a sudden, man, all of a sudden, I'm a hater. And I was like, what? Like, I'm literally sitting there listening to Bill Haney in an interview, and I'm in a super chat, and I say something, I donate to the super chat or something, and he's like, yeah, tell Fanon to stop hating. Tell him to stop hating. I was like, what? And literally, dude, I had just made a video about Devin Haney, literally had done a video about Devin Haney, a very complimentary video about him. And I played it in my live. I was like, hold on, man, how am I a hater if I say this? And I pressed play so people could hear me talk about how well I liked Devin Haney as a fighter, how he can move well. He's very talented. He could definitely be one of the better fighters in the game, if not the best fighter. I was doing the whole thing. So I was like, man, how did I become a hater? And then I realized what it was. Because somebody said, hey, who do you think's better, him or Gervonta Davis? And I said, no, well, Gervonta Davis has more. I think Gervonta, I don't know if he can beat Gervonta. That's what I said. It's like, I don't know if he can beat Gervonta. I don't know. Like, I've seen him fight, but I'm not seeing him fight at the level to tell me that he's going to be able to beat Gervonta. And I was like, I've seen him at that level. I don't know if he's going to beat Lomachenko. Like, this was at the time when he was still fighting on Showbox. So I was like, he's on Showbox. Dude, I got labeled. That's when I got labeled a Devin Haney hater. Because I wouldn't say that he would beat Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis when he was still on Showbox. If you do not go along with the program, you're a hater. If you don't believe everything coming out their mouth and literally think this man is the best thing in the world, you're a hater. So right then I was like, okay, man, this is going to be a difficult situation. This is going to be a difficult situation because they literally seek out anybody that has anything to say about them that they don't like. So it's like, okay, so you're going to try to edit me? Nah, bro, that's not going to work, bro. You know what I mean? But the entire way, now that he's the undisputed champion, I still say I don't know if he's going to beat him. Dude was trying to intimidate you. I mean, dude, tell me about it. But, dog, you're not going to intimidate me for what? What can you do to me? Nothing that anybody just walking around the street can't do to me just to take my car from me. Not walking around scared about none nonsense like that. Man, if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? But God dog, man. Dude, I don't owe you my loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't owe fighters my loyalty. He said, "Yep, you gave him time and space." Man, I do it a bunch. But I'm telling you, it's like with Terrence Crawford, man. If you say anything they don't like, dude, you're a hater. That's not the case. I'm telling you, that's not the case with Errol Spence. It's not the case with Errol Spence. It's not the case with that camp. If they don't have a problem with you as long as you're not saying something that's not true. That's it. Hey, Powerhouse Watson, Benavidez got plants shook. Much love in that super chat, bro. He didn't look like he wanted to get. He took them glasses off. He took them glasses off. I'll tell you that what he did. He took them glasses off. He didn't look like he had. Now I thought that Caleb Plant had more nervous energy for Canelo because that's what it looked. That's what that looked like to me. Yeah, he put his hands in his pocket and he kept his distance. To me, it looked like he didn't overdo it, bro. Bobo said you didn't push their Russell narrative. Man, because it was ridiculous, man. Look, man, I can't sell myself out for you. Sorry, man, I can't sell myself out for you. That's just not going to happen, man. Take, for example, man, I really do want Showtime to stay in business. I want them to continue to put on fights. I really do want that, man, for them. But I'm not going to tell you there's no way that it could happen. But I'm also not going to tell you, oh, it's definitely going to happen. They're done. They're fried. They're out of here because Al Heyman ruined them and Al Heyman and the PBC are going broke. And man, I'm not going to do all that nonsense, man. Wish all that stuff on them people. You know what I mean? I'm not wishing all that stuff on them people. Hoping that these fighters don't have a place to fight. Hoping that people don't have events to put on, man. I'm a boxing fan, man. You know what I mean? I'm not hoping that Top Rank goes out of business. Top Rank could go out of business too. You know, I'm not hoping it on them. I would prefer if they merged. If they merged, I'd be very, very happy. If Al Heyman said, you know what? If Bob Arum said, you know what, man, I'm retiring. And I want Top Rank's name to live forever. Hey, Al, you want a partner? Let's expand our operation. Let's expand our operation. Let's figure out how we can work together. We can get all these great fighters and we can do all this. I would love that if those two organizations created a pact to work with one another and could work with one another harmoniously. I would love that because I think that would be one of the best things that could possibly happen for boxing. My man, John Boy in the building, brother. Thank you for that support, brother. He said, morning all, some support. Shout out to everyone. Prayers for Jay Miller and Patrick Bell. Yes, sir. Prayers to Jay Miller and Patrick Bell. All kind of love and support and all that stuff for y'all. Shine and be blessed. You know what I mean? They shift folks and see who they can buy out. Look, man, cats, they weren't looking for people to buy out. The people went to them. People went to them and offered it up. Like, that's what it is. But if that's all right, that's all. Whatever's whatever, man. Whatever's whatever with that, man. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you for all the thank you all for the well wishes. Yeah, brother. Hey, I hope you're feeling better soon, John Boy. And thank you for always being a man in the chat, bro. Thank you for being a man in the chat. No joke. Thank you, brother, for the support, man. I got no dog in the race, but a lot of people better pray Plant, not playing possum. Look, Caleb Plant can fight. It's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a good fight. However, Caleb Plant is definitely going to get dented. Like, dude, look, man. Look, man, that dude right there, that's one of them guys that they're coming out there to hurt you. No joke, man. That dude's coming out there to hurt you. I believe that. I believe that with David Benavidez. David Benavidez is somebody that is walking you down, that somebody that is very fast. He goes to the body. He definitely has, he's definitely an awkward type of guy. He doesn't have the fastest feet in the world, but he's big, he's strong, and he's very, very, very confident. He has a good chin. Caleb Plant is not a big puncher. You know, the fight with Anthony Durrell to the side, you know. David is getting amped up. That's all. Yeah, I mean, it's just a mean man. I think he's kind of a mean dude. I think that's how they are. I mean, I think that's how they roll. He's not being cute and phony, like Teofimo Lopez, where Teofimo Lopez to me is just like, I just think Teofimo Lopez is just phony. You know, I don't believe it in him. I don't believe what's coming from him. I think he's phony. All that he doesn't. Whenever he even tries the tough guy act, I don't believe him. You know, I believe. Hey, man, Fahim Sator, you're foul, man. You foul, bro. Hey, but look, I'm going to let cats come on for a little bit of time, man, because I ain't done it in a while on Friday. So I'm going to put a link in the chat in case anybody wants to chop it up for a minute. But then this is going to be for like the last half hour of the show. Or actually, you know what, man? I'm going to probably do that tomorrow morning, man. Y'all should email me and let me know if y'all want to do a panel, man. Spence is a very old school style fighter. Body work, excellent, very straight, direct, and strong. Pressure bust pipes. Yeah, CB third, yes, sir, bro. You say, yeah, weekends, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do that panel. I'll do the panel tomorrow. It's been a bit of a long week, man. A little bit of a long, draining week, man. My wife was gone, man. The weather was sucked. So, man, today I actually get to get out. I actually get to get out of the fight, get out of the house a little bit, man. I work in the house all day, man. Harrison versus Charlo 2 press conference. Oh, yeah, that energy. Hey, man, he's mean. Now, that dude is mean, Jermell. Jermell, a wild boy, man. Jermell's one of my favorite fighters. Like, we did not see Jermell Charlo fights. Like, you guys want to silence Jermell Charlo fights? Like, the idea that somebody would rather see Canelo Alvarez fight than Jermell Charlo. And I'm telling you, man, I know there's a lot of people that are fans of Canelo Alvarez. But there ain't no way in the world, man, that I want to see Canelo Alvarez fight before I want to see Jermell Charlo fight. That dude, to me, like, you can say he's better. You can say he's better. You can say whatever he wants, whatever you want to say about him. But, man, I will take that. I will take a Jermell Charlo fight and the lead up to a Jermell Charlo fight any day, bro. I'll take an Errol Spence Jr. fight. Dude, as long as I just can't wait till Terrence Crawford fights somebody so that I can be a fan again. Like, please cut me a break, Canelo, please. I mean, Terrence and Canelo, please. Please cut me a break, man. Please cut me a break. Please cut me a break. Please cut me a break. And fight somebody I want to see fight so I can be a fan again, man. You guys are making it so very, very difficult on me, man. So very, very, very difficult. But look, man, I'm going to cut out a little bit early today, man. Thank y'all so much for checking in with me today. I greatly appreciate everything y'all do for the channel. They say they on a bum of a year tour. I mean, pretty much, man. I think I'll go a little bit longer, man. You said we are begging their mercy for those two. We're begging for mercy for those two. Yeah, please. Man, please fight somebody I want to see you fight, man. Like, I don't even want to see I mean, can you skip? Like, I'll take the Virgil Ortiz fight. I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the fight. Can you at least give me that? I mean, if Errol fights Keith Thurman, man, thank you. I mean, like, I like that fight. I will take that fight. If we could just get fights that we'll take. And people say, oh, well, the big fights never get made, the big fight. But yeah, a whole lot of BS fights get made. A whole lot of BS fights get made. If we can't get the big fights, how about we make fewer mediocre fights? Okay? You like people fighting once a year? Johnny Blaze, CCD. Nobody's trying to hear you, clown. I like good fights, man. I would, if these guys could fight 5 times a year, it would be better. If they could fight 5 times a year, I would take it. I have no problem. See you later, though, Johnny Blaze. I have no problem whatsoever with people fighting all year, bro. None. Would love it. Would love it. But, you know, it ain't going to happen, bro. So I'll just want to see good fights. And there are plenty of fighters where you could get good fights all the time. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got to get out. I'm going to get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be blessed. I'll see you back tomorrow. And with that, I'm about to biz ounce. Deuces.